Hi everybody, how's it going? My name is Kulwinder Singh, and the speech I wanted to give is about the symbol. And the symbol that I chose was a lock and a key. The symbol is generic, the symbol is not important to me. What's more important to me is what the symbol represents. Uh, for example, gave the entire class, if I told the entire class to imagine a lock and a key, well, when I tell them that, everybody is going to have their own opinion of what lock and a key looks like. Some may have a big lock with a small key, or a big key with a small lock. So what that represents to me is the freedom to express your own ideas and interests. You get to express your personality. In my case, being open-minded, being an extrovert. That's what the lock and key represents to me. Being open-minded, having the freedom to be open-minded. Um, and when I was doing this assignment, I was thinking about why am I open-minded and why does the symbol mean so much to me? And I jotted down a few ideas. One of them being that being open-minded allows me to enjoy or express my feelings. It also allows others to express theirs, which makes for a good conversation. It also allows me to understand others' feelings and look at things from their perspective. Everybody will have their own perspective about things. Examples could be, having being married and not married, having kids and not having kids, same-sex marriage or heterosexual sex marriage. See, everybody will have their own perspective about it, and being open-minded allows you to look at other perspectives and understand why people have certain or different opinions about different things. Um, there's also research behind being open-minded, saying people tend to be happier, healthier, and more creative. And this is according to Business Insider. That people tend to be happier, healthier, more creative. Open-mindedness is the art of thoughtful disagreement. That stood out a lot to me. I think that it's always good to have thoughtful disagreement because it does lead to personal growth, both emotionally and intellectually. And on the other hand, there was research about being close-mindedness. Um, some of what the research says is that being close-minded, people don't want their ideas challenged. They are typically frustrated when they can't get the other person to agree with them, instead of curious as to why the other person disagrees. So basically, if you're close-minded and you have ideas and you pitch them to someone else, and if they disagree, it makes you frustrated. Um, instead of thinking, why does this person disagree with me? What's his reasoning? What's his intellectual telling him to think a certain way? And Scott F. Fitzgerald, he once said that the test of a first-rate intelligence is the ability to hold two opposed ideas in mind at the same time and still retain the ability to function. So being able to hold two thoughts in your mind. One may be something you agree with, uh, it may be an idea, you may agree with it, and then there's some disagreements of it too. So like pros and cons of an idea, and looking at them, and still have mind at the same time, and still retain the ability to function. So being looking at the pros and cons of an idea, and then still being able to function. That's his saying is that is first rate intelligence. And if Scott F. Fitzgerald said it, then it must be true. Thank you for listening to my speech.